Hi, welcome to Tuesday Tips. You know, how many of you have ever felt the emotional or the physical effects of the toll that it takes on both your emotions and your body when caregiving? This is what we're going to be talking about today. So, welcome to Tuesday Tips. My name is Pam Dunwald, and I'm one of your nurse advocates from Your Nurse Advocate Consulting. And Linda Criticus is also my partner. Linda has been struggling. This topic is very close to home for Linda. Linda has been struggling with caring for her aging mom. She's 91. She just got her placed in hospice. And we're going to talk a little bit more, and we'll bring up some examples of how she's been challenged with this very topic. So, according to the Alliance on Caregiving, 17% of all caregivers claim that it has taken some kind of a toll on both either the emotions or physical or both in caregiving. I can tell you from my experience as a hospice nurse, I had one time I had 8 of my own personal patients. Now these are patients that sometimes I'm seeing every day. I've been with them oftentimes for months, and sometimes I've been with them quite a while and developed a relationship. And one time I remember I lost 8 of my own patients in a 2-week period of time, and that caused a lot of emotional effects with me with what they call cumulative loss. I mean, I couldn't sleep. I just couldn't relax. I always was afraid when the phone rang. I was afraid that it meant that someone was passing away, and that I was going to have to say goodbye, and all these things. But when you're caring for an aging loved one, you think about it. I mean, physical wise, they may need help with bathing, mobility issues. So you're having to sometimes pick them up from a chair. Uh, there's a lot of physical activity that oftentimes goes on, while you're in this caregiving role. I mean, that could cause back issues. I mean, you could get injured. I mean, those are just like the accident, the type of things that can happen while you're in the moment. But, over a period of time, it says that people physically that are suffering from the physical toll of caregiving can have headaches, higher blood pressure, anxiety, stress, depression, and now we're getting into some of those emotional tolls as well. But they're all really connected. And so again, according to the Family Caregiver Alliance, caregivers often neglect their own health and well-being, and this leads to health problems, both emotional and physical. We talked about high blood pressure, chronic fatigue. That's another one where you just can't get going. You're just constantly exhausted. We talked about headaches. Increased risk of infection is possible. So to care for yourself physically, you've got to get adequate sleep. You've got to be hydrated. Oftentimes when you're caregiving, it's very easy to neglect yourself because you're so busy taking care of that other person. And even exercising regularly, even a walk, like a 30-minute walk, can do wonders to unwind, to center yourself, to just walk off that stress. And it doesn't need to be, this really brisk. I mean, it's time for your moving, and it's also can be some downtime, and even a few minutes of stretching every day can help. Yoga, chair yoga, depending on your own health. Chair yoga has been, is an amazing thing because you can get stretching and move and exercise and not get down on the floor if you have challenges getting up and down. So that's another great way to get some exercise and moving in. So let's move into, I think all of us that have been in a caregiving role at any given time has, experienced some of these things. So what can we do to offset it? I wish I could just wave my magic wand and say, poof, I can put this bubble, this magic potion or sprinkle dust over you to be able to make you immune to the struggles of caregiving. But I mean, it's a very emotional thing. So with emotions comes a lot of opportunities for frustrations, guilt, and all those types of feelings. So, what are some of the things that we can do? Well, first thing is be aware. Be aware that you're prone to having emotional and physical toll being taken on you while you're caregiving. So, even just knowing that that's possible and being proactive. So, prioritize your own health. You've got to make time for you. Put it in the schedule it before you're caregiving, best before then, because once you're in that caregiving role, it's hard to get out, or when you're done, but schedule that time. Um, Stay organized, prioritize the tasks, avoid the guilt of not, completing them all. Say if you know they need to have 10 things done today, set your priority. Say, you know what, these are the 3 things that we're going to get done today. So feel good about getting those done. I mean, the to-do list is always never ending. So take pride in getting those 3 main things done per day or per time that you're caring. Remember to schedule breaks, schedule time off, even if it's just 30 minutes again. So find support. Reach out to family members, siblings. We have a lot of resources that we work on helping siblings and other family members. With our clients, we also recommend the Share the Care program, and we help them set that up. It's kind of building a support system of volunteers, that family, neighbors, church members. So we always try and help our clients set up that as a way of having a backup and giving you some time away. Not everybody's going to be comfortable with hands-on, but there's other things that they could do to give you a break. So find support. Allow others to help you, please. The biggest thing, and I am so guilty of this, I am, help, 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 help. No, I don't need any help. I'll help you, but I don't need any help. So please don't be that way. Allow others to help you. They want to. It makes them feel helpless when you don't give them the opportunity to help. So they wouldn't offer if they didn't want to help. So, take advantage of that. We talked about taking breaks, setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is huge. And this is where Linda really got into trouble with her mom. I mean, her mom didn't want any caregivers in the home. She turned away. Hospice came into the home 3 separate occasions, did an informational visit, ready to sign her up on hospice. All 3 times she threw them out of the house. The last time she threw Linda out of the house and hospice out of the house and said, I'm not doing this. I don't need this. I can take care of myself. Well, that was the furthest thing from the truth. So, but then in the meantime, trying to run our business and working, she was getting 7, 8 phone calls a day, just constant phone calls. Why can't you come and take care of me? Well, Linda's an hour away. She's one of 6 siblings. She's got a sister in California, a sister in Florida, and the rest of them live locally, and some are helping and some are not. They can't agree on the treatment plan. So a lot of emotions is going on. Again, this is something that we can help. Sometimes a third party speaking with a group, with a family, can have more impact rather than it coming from one of the other siblings or family members. So keep that in mind. I mean, as nurse advocates, that's one of the things that we can help with is mediation with the families, but setting boundaries. So check-in calls is a really good idea. If you're not there, or even this is something that other people can do, is okay, mom or dad, I'm going to call you at 9 in the morning. We're going to call you at 3 in the afternoon, and we're going to call you at 6 in the evening, and make sure, and if you can schedule those and allow time to work through any issues, that may cut down on the amount of times they call you. And then you can call them when it's convenient for you. You've planned that time rather than having them call you when they're interrupting you and it's a really inopportune time. Sometimes you just have to do tough love and just say, you know what? I have all of these other things on my plate. I love you. I want to do everything I can to take care of you. I want you to have the best care, but you have to understand that I have to get my things done. So sometimes very gently, you're just going to have to set boundaries and say, I can't, this is what I can give. If you need more than what I can give right now, we need to look at other options on how we can get some other support. Seeking professional help. That's the last thing I want to mention. Don't ever feel bad about asking for help. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. Recognizing that maybe you're in over your head and you need someone to help sort out all of these feelings. so that you're not drowning in the emotional toll that the caregiving is taking on you. So don't wait till don't wait till you're taking it out on your family. Don't wait till you're angry all the time. Don't wait to, where you get to the point where you can't even stand yourself anymore. Please don't let it get to that point. In our blog post, which we will share, we have a great video interview with Kathy Mangan. That's what her deal is. Her and her healthcare professionals deal in caregiver burnout. She works with both professional caregivers as well as family caregivers, and she works with you to help with strategies to help prevent the burnout and how to deal it and how to handle with the emotional toll. So we want to provide all the resources that we can. So, kind of wrapping things up, this is one of the most challenging experiences of your life, and we get that. I just went through an episode with my mom and a BiPAP issue, and it never seems like, no matter what, it just never seems like anything goes smoothly. So, just take the time to make time for you, slow down long enough to get organized, reach out, develop that support system, that support team to help you so that you get time away. And don't forget that it is okay if you need to reach out for some professional help. So we want to thank everybody for spending a few minutes with us. We will have the recording on our private forum. We encourage everyone to join us. It's Speaking Out on the Care of Your Aging Parents, and it's our private Facebook forum. And we're in there with discussions, everything, about caring for your aging loved one. So we encourage you to drop by, and we will also put the link in for that forum in there. So we will see you next week for more Tuesday tips. Take care.